Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nerd News on Malice Corp. We're about to go live here. We're just going to give you a quick update and get going. We're going to have a fun night tonight. It's all things love in the nerd air. And we're going to be celebrating someone's crazy-ass birthday, too, at the same time. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure that you are chatting away with us here. If you're following us on Twitch tonight, make sure you're chatting in the chat room. I'm turning my volume down so we don't have the double echo. And if you're listening to us on any of the other main streams, thanks for tuning in. But we're going to get this show going. Welcome all you Geek Enthusiasts and Nerd Aficionados. This is Masonic Vader bringing you another live all nerd news podcast from Malice Corp. This is season 4, episode 7. Love is in the air. Oh, yeah. Yes. We're gonna have Barry White join us later and everything.
Top 10 sexiest things ever said by Barry White. Number 10, watermelon.
This is going to be a fun cast, guys. We got a great show for you guys tonight. First of all, I'm hosting tonight, Masonic Vader, joining you live here. And let's see. I guess since we've been changing this up lately, my Geek Out Fan of the Week has been the return of the XFL.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I am a big fan of it, especially because if you give me a second, I'll go grab my 2000 Combine shirt that I had, and I could relish in the fact that I'm 20 years late. Yes. So there you go.
You still have your Combine shirt? That's incredible.
Oh yeah, here, you talk, I'll grab. Joining us is
Absolutely.
IC Zorro. Please tell us how you've been doing, sir.
I've been doing great. As you said, today is somebody's crazy-ass birthday. It's mine. Valentine's Day is the... Oh, thanks. Yeah, let's not do the whole song. Let's please stop right there. It's the worst birthday ever. If you're with somebody, it sucks for them because it's not about Valentine's Day. It's about your birthday. And if you're not with somebody, it sucks because nobody wants to hang out and you can't get a reservation anywhere. What have I been geeking out on? I went and saw Birds of Prey. I was in Houston this last week, and dude that I was working with and me went to go see Birds of Prey. I believe he's watching right now. So, Santi, if you're on the air, what's up? This Birds of Prey was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was a Harley Quinn action movie. You know, it wasn't. It was kind of corny. It was kind of cheesy. It was Harley Quinn just kicking a lot of ass, and. Yeah, like I'm sure it's not going to do fantastic in the box office, but if you get a chance to watch it like on a download or once it comes out on DVD, that's a good movie. Watch it.
I kind of do want to take Dorothy to go see that movie because it's kind of like women, So like I think it'd be a good girly movie to take her to go see with me.
Oh, it is. Like if you want a girl empowerment action movie, that's a good one. Yeah. Crazy people, lots of ass kicking. Lots of real tight pants, too. I was pretty happy about that.
Yes.
What's his name? I can't say his last name.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. He's the one guy that I didn't like in that movie, and I only didn't like him because he's such a fantastic actor. He made me hate that character. That character's gross. Ewan McGregor's fantastic.
Welcome to the chat, Josh Callis. Happy birthday to you, sir, from Josh. And, of course, happy Single People Awareness Day. Yes, I like that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And
happy let's not spend money on Hallmark Day.
Hey, we got a new subscriber in with us today, Kayla Leste. I hope I said that name right. If not, you can totally butcher me because I'm almost as bad as our other host.
That would actually be the guy that I went to see Birds of Prey with, the guy I was working with in Houston this week.
So here you go. You ready for this? Look at this sweetness right here.
Dude.
XFL 2000 Combine. That is correct. So
And for those that don't know, our host tonight, Masonic Vader, is about, what, 6'4"?
6'5".
6'5", okay. This is a large man, so he was playing football for a reason.
Yeah, I did it for a couple of years. So also joining us tonight is Miss Malice. How you doing tonight?
Great. Happy to be here.
What have you been geeking out on this last week?
I've been actually playing a video game that I'm totally like, wish I didn't have to go to work because I would like to play it, and that's Black Desert Online. So I've been like in love with that game right now. So
very nice, very nice.
And of course, what I'm always geeking out on, because it starts again this month, is of course The Walking Dead. So I've been watching all the episodes again as usual before the new season kicks off.
Oh, good Lord, that's almost
awesome.
back.
Sounds awesome. Also joining us tonight is Super Hoovy and Freak. How you doing tonight?
I'm tired, but I'm good.
All right, what you been geeking out on this last week?
Let's see. I just ordered a new book, Golden in Death, so I'm waiting for that to come. I can't wait for that to come. And then,
I got to download it on my Kindle. I'm waiting to read it.
Yes. And the TV show wise, I caught up on Million Little Things. Caught up on Modern Family. I'm gonna miss that show. I know it's time for it to retire. It's run its course and everything, but still enjoying this season. So I caught up on that, and then I also watched. I caught up on the last 2 episodes of This Is Us.
Nice. We've got a great show lined up for you guys tonight. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. We're doing a little bit of a twist game going on here. We're gonna learn some stuff about IC tonight, Zorro, and we just got a host of nerd news stuff. So let's get right into it. I think we should start off with the birthday boy today. What do you think, Miss Malice?
Of course.
Getting to know
IC Zorro.
Getting to know all about
IC Zorro.
All right, birthday boy. First of all, what you're a spry 26, 27?
Yeah, plus about a decade and a half. I 39 today. Yeah.
39, about to hit the 40, huh, buddy?
Yeah, and nobody can stop reminding me.
Yes. So our previous our previous host, which he'll be back next week. I'm sure I'm not taking his job permanently. Came up with a nice little game here. So it's the two facts and one fiction.
2 truths and a lie. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So you got to tell us 2 truths and 1 lie, and we've got to figure out which one is the lie. So let's hear it, sir.
All right. Well, I spent most of the day traveling, so I actually had time to think these up. I'm normally terrible at these, so I'm going to give them to you in categories. Number 1, broken bones. 3 things about me. I have broken my leg. I have broken my finger. I have broken my toe. 2 of those are true.
Okay.
Which one's false?
2 of those are true.
I think this is like unfair because I think I know that answer. You've broken your leg and you've broken your finger.
Masonic, what do you think?
Broken your toe, huh? Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with the finger and the toe.
Negative. You
Okay.
broke his leg.
Oh, that's scary coming up.
You guys are both wrong. The false one is that I have broken my finger. I have not broken my finger. Now, Mrs. Malice, you may have thought I broke my finger because me and your husband drunk wrestling one night. He bent my finger almost back to my wrist. That was super fun. But no, I broke my leg boarding a suspected drug runner about 350 miles off the coast of Somalia while I was in the Navy. I literally broke my leg boarding a pirate ship. And breaking my toe, right? And breaking my toe was an even dumber story. It was, I want to say, 7th grade. I climbed batting cages to impress a girls' softball team, and I broke my toe jumping 12 feet down to the ground. Yeah.
So what were you trying to impress them with?
How badass I was, I guess. I don't know. I was in 7th grade. Who can tell?
Yeah, see, I knew the leg one because I knew the story about the boat, and that's how.
Well, you've seen the scar on my ankle, yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
tend not to
one.
look at guys' legs. Yeah, okay.
You're not checking out. You're not checking out my ankles when we were hanging out on Halloween.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
doing
so
all
far
right,
down
doing
for
all
you.
right.
All right, second one.
It's true. It's
Places
never
I
ozone
have
layer.
been, or rather, places I haven't been. I have not been to Idaho. I have not been to Alaska. I have not been to Maine. 2 of those are true.
I'm going to say you have not been to Idaho.
So you're saying
been
that I
to the
have
other
been to
2
Idaho. That's okay.
You
Ms.
have
Malice,
not-
what do you think?
You have not been to Maine.
You are both exactly wrong. Those are the 2 places that I have not been. I have actually been to Alaska. Oh, wait, it's supposed to be 2 truths and a lie, huh? Well, I guess I got that one backwards.
Yeah.
Thanks
All right, well, I told you 2 lies and a truth. I have been to Alaska on deployment in 2004 or something like that. But I have not been to Idaho. I have not been to Maine. In fact, as far as I can tell, I only have 4 states left to go to complete the 50. Idaho, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. I've been to everywhere else.
Technically, we were both kind of right because I said Maine and he said Idaho. That you had.
Yeah, you got the 2. You got the 2 lies. I forgot. There were supposed to be 2 truths.
Yeah, so we both got both the lies.
Yeah.
Your double lie.
All right.
Truth.
Okay. Please have a beer and get yourself settled, sir.
How about some whiskey?
Yeah, I'll keep talking while you cheers. Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, get the third one.
The third one. Oh, I had one for it earlier, and I'm totally blanking, so I'm just going to have to make something up. I grew up in Minnesota. I have lived in Chicago, and I have lived in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You have not lived in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ms. Malice, which one was false there? Did I grow up in Minnesota? Did I live in Chicago? Did I live in Vegas?
The first one.
No, he's definitely from Minnesota. He's a Vikings fan.
That's right.
And Super, what do you think? Which one is fake?
I don't think you've lived in Vegas.
Correct. I have not lived in Vegas. So, for the first time, somebody got one right, and I'm going to drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did grow up in Minnesota, as you could... Right. Yeah, as you could hear our producer in the background saying, I am a huge Vikings fan. I grew up in Minnesota, and I lived in Chicago during boot camp and after for the Navy. So those are 2 truths and a lie for me, or in one case, 2 lies and a truth.
Which we did.
Let me tell you, I would say Chicago's the hotbed of the U.S. Navy, right?
Oh yeah, that super coastal city.
Yes. If you're listening to us, you need to join us live because we have a phenomenal Twitch chat room. And
indeed, if you look at our chat room right now, the guy that I got watching tonight, my coworker, he was playing along with that 2 truths and a lie game. I've only worked with him for like 3 months, and he got 2 out of the 3 right. Somehow he knows me better than the people I've been podcasting with for 3+ years.
I knew all the answers, but I kept quiet for most of it.
Okay. Our producer knew all the answers. I've known him for a decade plus.
Hey, look, man, I'm hired for comedy relief, so take it as it's worth.
And that's just the visual. Same for me.
Because I've known you for a long time too, and I should have knew all the answers. But I was close on a couple of them. I got the leg right. I got the one lie right.
Sure.
But the last one I got wrong.
All right, so thank you very much. We know a little bit more about IC Zorro. So let's move on to the nerd news. Hey, so we've got some interesting nerd news, and a lot of it's going to be fresh right off the press as of today, in fact. A couple of them. We're going to start off with the big one, I think, right now. We had a sneak peek for the next Batman. There was a 25-second video, I think it was, where it zoomed in, and we got to see Pattinson's Batman suit. It was a little dark, a little red. We saw half of it, yeah. We saw from the a third of it. How about that? We saw
it from the bat nipples to the jaw.
There was no bat nipples. If you haven't seen it yet, there was no bat nipples. But there was some interesting things about it that we're probably going to talk about here. And I'm sure if you're watching this video on YouTube, our fine editor / host has already put that video in.
Yeah, it's probably in the lower corner right now. It looks
pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think the red throws me off, though, because it gives me that whole, like, Batman future kind of thing. Or what was the one with the red and black?
It gives me a Nightwing vibe. Nightwing.
Yeah. Okay. Miss Malice, what'd you think about the suit?
I don't want to say that I am not a DC fan.
Super! What'd you think about the suit, Super?
I kind of like the red accents or the red lighting that they had him in, because red is usually a sign of like a darker character, which Batman has that duality in him, the treading the line between. Now, I don't want to say evil because he's not evil, but he's got that darkness in him. But it was a lot of his jaw, and I thought that was kind of weird. But overall, I didn't think it looked bad.
I was just saying we didn't get to see more of the suit.
Yeah,
like
more,
we got to
like
see.
more.
We basically got to see from the chest plate up to the jaw. We didn't get to see the full helmet, the full cowl. I gotta say, Robert Pattinson, and I gotta agree with basically Josh Callis on our Twitch channel. Pattinson has the right jawline for whatever cowl they designed for him. That part looked good. It just, the video that showed us the little glimpse of Batman's suit, it was literally a glimpse. It was like maybe a second and a half out of a minute and a half video. The rest of it was just talking about like, hey, we saw Batman's suit, and then that was it. It's like, where's when we didn't really? How did you make a minute and a half news story out of a second and a half of video?
So here's the thing that gets me when you look at it, because I looked at the video and then I kind of did a little bit more into it, and there's some interesting thoughts and ideas out there in the web. First thing is, if you look at the actual bat symbol on the chest plate there, it doesn't look a solid piece like you see in every other one, like, you know, just one solid thing. You can see it's put together with some kind of metal, and the theory out there, or at least somebody put out there, is that's potentially the gun that was used to kill his parents that he turned into the bat symbol.
It does. One side of it kind of looks like a gun. The left side kind of looks like a gun, a little bit. You think it? Do you think maybe that he fused it?
I don't know.
It definitely looked more modular. Like it looked like pieces of something welded on.
What are your thoughts on that, though?
I kind of thought it looked like a detachable batarang. That's what I thought it was.
Like it would be detachable? I could totally see that. Like he pulls his emblem off his chest and starts throwing it at people. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
So what do you think if we do come to find out that it is the gun that was used to kill his parents and he's made it into this bat symbol? What kind of Batman do you think this is going to be? Because it seems right off the bat, this is going to be
Batman's already a psychopath, right?
Yeah.
Batman is essentially a psychopath. I've been catching up over the last couple of weeks. Pete Holmes, when he used to have a late night show, did a crazy, funny, stupid Batman series of sketches. And there's one where he's fighting Patton Oswalt as the Penguin. He's talking about how he would never be a coward and use a gun, and he doesn't kill people. And then he just randomly kills a couple of people. And like, what are you doing, dude? He goes, they're going to sleep. Like, Batman's one rule is that he doesn't kill, right? But he does crazy, violent stuff to people all the time. He's clearly killing people all the time. The man's a sociopath. So yeah, if he were to take the metal from the gun that killed his parents and make an emblem out of it, that would not surprise me all that much.
Yeah. Super, what do you think?
Well, usually when you have people that do that, think cops, right? I'm going to reference Castle in this instance. When you have Detective Beckett and she's carrying both her mother's ring, her mother's wedding ring that was taken off, when her mom was killed, and then she wears her dad's watch. She's wearing these emblems to remind herself of the things that she's fighting for, the victims that she's fighting for. And it's kind of like that mentality. Now, I don't know if that's what Batman would be thinking, but his parents were victims. And that's what essentially he's trying to do, even though he goes about it in weird ways sometimes. He's trying to fight for the victims of Gotham City. So you could be wearing those as reminders as to what you're fighting for.
And we get nice talk in the chat room real quick. Like Kaylee Lesta says, I think torturing and hurting without killing is more sociopathic than just instantly killing someone. I can agree with that.
Miss Malice, I know you're not a big fan of DC. However, you are a nerd and you're on this show. So and I know you know what Batman's all about.
Yes, I do.
With that idea, what do you think? What's your thoughts on that? If that is the case with his new bat symbol?
Okay, I go along with what she's saying about with the how it could be something, because in most of the cases some of the cases of what I know from Batman, he watched his parents be murdered. So the fact that he is carrying something like that, I kind of agree with that it is like a symbol of like that.
Yeah, it's a good emblem. It's a good reminder.
And if he is becoming more of a dark Batman, that kind of, with all the Batmans that have been, all the good Batmans I should say, because I know most of them are not that good movies, all the Batman movies, even with Ben Affleck as Batman.
Clooney forever.
I'm getting dirty looks. Even as Ben
Walk
Affleck
away.
as Batman, he was very dark in those movies too. So it's like watching Batman go darker. Like he's becoming the Dark Knight as he's referenced as. So he's becoming
Okay, so do we feel like that's gonna do we feel like that's an influence or that's an indicator of how this movie's gonna go? Like the Nolan version with Christian Bale was supposedly the dark, gritty Batman. Do we think that this indicates that the one with Pattinson is going to be even hardcore, like it's going to be that kind of rough, dirty, psychological kind of thing?
My personal feelings on looking at it so far is it's going to be something. It's not going to be what we're expecting. I think. I mean, I don't know. I've already had my feelings on it. I don't agree with having him as the Batman. The photo looks great.
The comment we just got from Mess in the chat room was, I bet this Bruce Wayne is going to have a sparkling personality.
Yes. Cheers
I
on
thought
that
they
one.
were
Cheers.
supposed to be going more film noir style with this guy. Is that not the case?
Like 40s, 50s film noir, like dark, gritty detective kind of thing?
That's what I thought it was supposed to be, where he was supposed to be more like a detective and crime solver, almost like
rather than Christian Bale's brutal beat 'em up kind of guy.
Exactly, yeah. I could be wrong on that though.
So it's,
Jack Malice says I would love noir Batman. I wanted to play it like the Spider-Man noir. That I'm gonna be the one to do it. That was voiced by Nick Cage in Spider-Verse.
oh my God, you haven't mentioned that name.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Now, one thing that we didn't get to see in there, and I actually did, like I said, did a little bit more searching at it and stuff. There's something funky about the cow. You don't get to see it in the video, but if you get some photos of it on the side where they take the red light out, if you look at that cow, I don't know what it is, but it's straight, and then it kind of bubbles up. Like it looks like it's holding some.
Is that just because of Robert Pattinson's head?
Possibly, or it could be that this could be Batman version 1, which means he's probably packing his lunch in his helmet as he's flying through the night, beating up crooks. I don't know. It looks funky. Like if you get a chance to check it out, and hopefully you check it out.
I didn't even get to see the top of the cowl. Did we see the top of the cowl at some point?
There was someone who was able to take the video and stop it and then remove the red from it, so it gave it the natural, like just a regular light. I saw the photo of it, and it totally looks like it's bubbling up like a brain. It's crazy looking. I don't know if that was. Check it out if you could see it. Check it out. It looked crazy.
Are we sure this is a Batman movie then? Because it does not sound something like Batman would wear.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it looked. It's the same exact video, except they were able to stop it and take the red out. So I don't know if
it's Batman crossed with the Invaders from Mars attacks.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
He's only going to speak. He's only going to speak in axe.
It's Batman. It's a mutant Batman. It's Batman from space.
It's like
it's a killer Batman clone from outer space.
There you go.
No. Wait, it's Batman crossed over with the bad guy from Green Lantern with the big melon head. Yes. All right, let's move on to the next thing here, which was big news that broke today in the nerd world. As we found out last year, Kevin Smith got greenlighted to remake, or not even remake, to continue He-Man and Masters of the Universe. And I'm excited about this because in my closet in a box, I have all the He-Man toys in a box right now, just sitting in this little box here. I got to fix it up.
Do you want to come out of the closet, or
no?
I mean, do you want your stuff to come out of the closet? Wait.
No, I'm all right, dude. The box will eventually come out of the closet. I got to figure out how to fix the rubber bands. Anyways,
don't pick on He-Man because I had my little pony.
Oh.
And my brother had his He-Man, and you know what? They sometimes join forces.
Did they ride each other? Yeah.
Ooh, and
what was his name? Prince Adam or something
Prince
like
Adam.
that?
Yeah, Prince Adam.
Total bowl cut, haircut.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, so check this out. The big thing about this is that they actually just casted, and they announced it, that the voice of Skeletor is going to be none other than Mark Hamill.
Oh my god. Okay, so far this is already like epic.
Yeah, well, wait, because I've got the list of everyone who's going to be in this, because he's not the only one. But first off, Mark Hamill is freaking Skeletor. That's phenomenal. That right there would make the show. I don't care if you had a bunch of nobodies after that, but that would make the show. Just right there alone, because secretly Skeletor was the cool guy. Was the cool part of He-Man.
Wait, is that he's playing Skeletor? That's fantastic.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Look, he's already playing one of the most iconic, cartoon villains of all time. Mark Hamill is the Joker.
Yes.
Like, I would put him above Nicholson but below Ledger as far as Joker goes. He's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he does so many other voices too. Mark Hamill has made such a bigger career for himself doing voices than he ever did as a screen actor. So yeah, like this is only an indication that the quality is going to be high.
I'm going to shoot you on that one only because Star Wars gave him his money. Thank you. And that counts as screen acting.
Star Wars gave him a couple of bucks in the early 80s, late 70s. Like, I'm willing to bet he made most of his money doing voice acting. I'm willing to bet the bulk of whatever money he has comes from voicing the Joker.
I would say Star Wars is what skyrocketed him to that point too.
Well, yeah, it gave him the opportunity.
Of course.
I'm sure someone's looking at the chat room because I got this list of stuff. Maybe someone that's in our chat room can look up and find out how he made more money, Star Wars or voicing. But now here's the thing. That was the news about, like, holy crap, Mark Hamill is Skeletor. Here's the thing, though. When you look at this list of people who's on here, I'm going to read the names and what they're playing. Okay? So Mark Hamill as Skeletor, Lena Headey as Evil Lynn.
Nice.
Chris Wood as Prince Adam / He-Man.
Chris Wood.
I have to look him up. I don't know. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
He plays Mon-El.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, okay.
Say it again.
Mon-El from Supergirl?
Yeah, from Supergirl. Those that have seen Supergirl, he plays Mon-El.
Okay, so if I don't know the name, I'll ask you guys to figure it out. But most of these you'll know. Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila.
Oh, Buffy. God love her.
Liam Cunningham as Man-at-Arms.
Perfect.
Liam Cunningham. I know the name. Who is that?
Game of Thrones.
Yep, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what?
All right. So next one, Stephen Root as Cringer.
Stephen Root. By the way, that's the guy from Office Space. Yeah, my stapler. They took my stapler with the red swing line, and they told me
that's good.
They moved my desk 7 times.
All right, we got a long list here, so let me keep going. Diedrich Bader as King Randor / Trapjaw.
Nice. From Duke Harry Show.
Yeah.
Diedrich Bader.
Yeah. Griffin Newman as Orko.
That's the name I don't recognize.
Yeah. Tiffany Smith. Tiffany
Go
Smith
ahead.
is Andra. I don't know that character. That might be a new one they're throwing in. But then this is where you start seeing how hardcore this is going to be, because these are characters I'm like excited about. Henry Rollins as Triclops.
Henry Rollins, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Rollins. And if one of my friends that was commenting earlier is still on here, she loves Rollins to a degree.
All right, here we go. Alan Oppenheimer as Moss Man.
Nice.
Susan Eisenberg as Sorceress.
Ooh.
No
Alicia Silverstone as Queen Marlena.
Nice.
Oh, and it's still going. Justin Long as Roboto.
I love Justin Long.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And we're still rolling here. Jason Mewes as Stinkover.
Well, Kevin Smith is doing it, right? He's got to give Mewes a part.
But that's still awesome. He's Stinkover.
Yeah, it's still good.
These are characters people forget about. I know these characters. I'll get them later. Let's see. Here we go. Phil Lamar as Hero.
Phil Lamar is one of the greatest voice actors in cartoons of all time.
Yeah, I think that what might be. Well, no, it won't be, because Roboto was the robot He-Man. So I don't know who Hero is. I don't know who that is yet. Tony Todd as Scareglow. I think those are 2 new characters, or maybe pulled over from She-Ra, because I didn't watch that much of She-Ra, but I don't think so. Cree Summer as Priestess. Kevin Michael Richardson as Beastman.
Okay.
Kevin Conroy as Merman.
The voice of Batman himself.
And then last but not least, Harley Quinn Smith as Eilena.
Oh,
yeah.
Kevin's daughter.
Dude.
Who has turned out to be quite a talent on her own. That is a great list.
That's a freaking cast, man. That's like movie quality cast right
That's
there.
like, I did not intend on watching He-Man, but now I might.
I'm going to have to try to see if I can get those out for the next cast so I can show some of the characters. Because some of those characters people might not know. Like Stinkor, for example.
I grew up watching this with Aaron, and Aaron used to make our older sisters, all three of them, play different characters that you've listed off here. We have many pictures somewhere, if I can find them, of him making our three older sisters where he was playing He-Man, and one of them would be She-Ra, and he would pick two other characters for the other two, and they're having like epic fights in the backyard. And then there's me toddling around doing, whatever a 2-year-old was doing at the time.
You were playing Snarf, which is from a totally different show.
Probably, more than likely, I was playing Snarf. Yeah, because
Snarf.
no.
Snarf.
Yeah. So that was what he did going.
Last episode was wow. This episode is Snarf.
Yes. I'm excited about that. My kid has watched all the episodes because I've watched He-Man with him. I was like, dude, if you're going to watch cartoons, I'm going to show you the real cartoons. And He-Man was
I don't know. I don't know if I've told you this before, but you're a good dad.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Taking another beer drink of that.
Sweet, I'm going to drink.
Yes. So not only do we get to have He-Man come back and have a list of characters, but Mark Hamill tops that list. Awesome. Make that money, super. All right. So your guys' reactions one more time. What do you guys think? It sounds like IC's on board, right?
I wasn't before, but I am now.
Awesome. Mrs. Malice.
I'm probably going to have to see if my brother wants to go see that movie.
Well, it won't be a movie. It'll be on Netflix, and it'll be in beauty. Yes.
Well, I'll see if he'll come over and watch it.
Yes. We'll have to do a whole party with that, man, and just binge it.
And River too. Welcome to the chat room. I'm assuming you just got in there because I didn't see anything from you earlier. But welcome back, Ruru. He says, "Wow, you also got to show anime to your kids." So I'm not an anime guy. I know you've been showing them classic '80s.
I showed him
I prefer the
Voltron.
classic '80s.
Voltron, and we started doing Robotech, but Robotech's first 3 episodes are boring as all hell. But yeah, no, I definitely show him the good stuff. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Voltron, and he's watched newer Voltron, and I don't know, he's watched some other stuff. Yeah,
You watched through like all the GI Joe stuff, right?
absolutely. I think we're about 3/4 through. Absolutely.
Nice.
All right.
With the anime for our kid, because she kind of just found it on her own and fell in love with all of it. So she likes all that stuff, all classic anime and all the new stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid watching stuff like Akira and stuff with them just yet. Yeah, because
Akira's maybe a little advanced.
Yeah, a monster with seven things penetrating girls.
Yep.
Not something you want to show your kids.
That's one of her favorites, along with Spirited Away. So
nice. All right.
In the chat room, Kayla Lesta says he's never seen He-Man before, but he's down for something new. I can explain that. He's 25. So every time we're working together, I make a reference, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I forgot. You were born in the late 90s.
Yeah, you got to live off the Teletubbies. Yeah. Fuck, what really made our world go. All right, moving on. Next nerd news. We have a return. Now, we are big... I think it's safe to say that our casts are kind of getting tired of reboots. Reboot this, reboot that.
Many reboots.
Garbage. Okay, we don't need reboots. However, the world has decided to bless us with the reboot that we didn't think we needed, but we are going to want now, as Rick Moranis has been casted for a reboot of Honey, I Shrank the Kids. This will be the actual, I think, first live movie he's done in 25 years or something like that. So 23, 25 years.
27, I think. It's been a long ass time since he's been on the screen.
Yeah, so this is the first recap or first live movie. He's done some other voiceover stuff and everything, but this is his first time getting back in the film. And if you don't know why he left, Rick Moranis left because he has kids. He wanted to step away from Hollywood and actually raise his family.
It's not just that he has kids; it's that his wife died.
Yeah,
his wife died, and he said, "You know what? I'm done with this Hollywood stuff. I got money. I'm going to spend time just raising my kids." And so it's been 20-something years since he's been in a movie. I'm super happy that he's coming back for a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot, which apparently is just going to be called Shrunk. But man, I wish he would have come back for the Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah.
Like that would have made my heart swell 3 sizes that day.
We don't know if he hasn't yet. I mean, and this movie is not out.
I predicted he would, but
I'm sure it won't take much if they wanted to do it to splice and dice, and boom, there you go.
Well, he might. I mean, if you think about it, if he's coming back for this, and it's been 25 years, that means all of his kids are grown up. So there's a huge chance he's going to come back, and maybe he'll get into a Ghostbusters movie. So
yeah,
we can only hope.
I need him to cameo in something with the Darth helmet on.
F cameo. They need to make Spaceballs too. The Search for More Money. Come on, they talked about it. It's been close.
We can finally do it. Yes,
absolutely.
Surrounded by assholes.
Them Schwartz, man. It's all about the Schwartz.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
I hate it when my Schwartz gets tangled. Here, let me put
we found shit.
Let me put my foot up on your knee. Yeah.
They've gone to plaid.
I'm a mug, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Hello, half man, half dog. Or Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow.
You're very ugly when you're angry.
Suck.
Yeah, we could honestly we could quote that movie all day. This is the impact that Rick Moranis has had on culture. I'm excited to see what he can do with new opportunities. Let's be honest. He's not a Hollywood leading man type. He's a character actor guy. But God, he's so good.
Well, that's why we love him, because he's so lovable and because he does those characters. So.
Was he in Batteries Not Included? I feel like he was in Batteries Not Included.
No.
I don't think he was.
No, that was somebody else.
That's somebody else. He was in Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in some other movie called Ghostbusters or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Keymaster or something
was he a Keymaster or a gate? Yeah, anyway.
He was a dog, a burnt dog.
I was a dog.
Oh man. So that's huge news. I'm excited to see that. That's one of the few reboots of a movie I would like to see just for the nostalgia of it. Will I stay through the entire movie? I don't know, but at least I'll stay for at least 5 minutes.
All right, I mean, you're a couple years older than me. Dude, as a kid growing up in the mid 80s, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'm pretty sure my stepdad taped it from like one of the 2 free weeks of HBO that we got in the summer onto a VCR tape, and we watched that movie over and over, and I loved Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's a part where they like fall in the cereal and they're floating on Cheerios when they're riding the giant ant, which is just a normal size ant, but they're tiny. God, that movie was great. Auntie, yeah.
Giving it a big cookie. And for the younger generation, the cassette tapes, it's something we had to like put in a little machine.
V8.
Actually, you know what? I got a quick story for you on that. So over the last week, I've been going to my storage unit and starting to remove boxes because I need to get stuff out of there, right? And I found the box that has a bunch of my college football tapes, my indoor football tapes, indoor football arena tapes, and everything like that. And I had them stacked up in the living room, just kind of looking through them. And I pick up my son on Wednesday. He comes home and says, "Dad, what are those?" And I say, "Oh," and I'm like, "Those are VHS tapes." He's like, "What do you do with them?"
Yeah.
I was like, "You know how we watch things on these little discs? Yeah, that's what I used to do." He's like, "How do they work?" And I'm all showing to him. He's like, "Oh man!" He started grabbing. No, don't touch that. Don't.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, he got introduced to a VHS tape. It was.
You realize that kids right now don't even know what DVDs are.
Yeah,
like
we're at almost at that.
We're moving to that point.
Internally, I was crying. It was horrible.
Every once in a while on Facebook, you see the little meme that's like, if you know the relationship between a cassette tape and a pencil, then you're an 80s kid. Like, there are people that genuinely don't know that, and that hurts my heart.
Right now in the live chat, you're a hosa. Hosa.
Doug and Bob McKenzie?
Yeah,
I can never get the names
like
right.
that.
The McKenzie brothers, yeah.
What's that about?
What's that about?
What's that about?
Need to put on my long underwear and open a beer, eh?
Hey, look at beer, eh?
I mean, I'm from Minnesota, which is basically like South Canada, you know? And so, I mean, most of the time people don't hear my Minnesota accent, but I can turn it on if you want, you know? It's basically South Canada.
No, you can go ahead and leave that off, please. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, guys, that's the nerd news. IC, how about you do your intro?
In a world.
In a city, in a town, in a world, they thought they had it all figured out. But there was one thing they didn't plan on.
We just had a movie pop out that I had no idea was coming out, and they dropped the trailer. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? It was called The Iron Mask, starring Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna go ahead and give you my Super Who version of it. So it starts off in some castle somewhere, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's wearing like a British red coat for some reason, and then he makes stupid, corny jokes, and for some reason he's fighting Jackie Chan, who makes always the same stupid jokes he always does, and somehow this is based on the works of Alexander Dumas, which pisses me off. So that's my synopsis of that trailer. No, honestly, it's the Man in the Iron Mask, but it's starring Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the hell is happening right now? I don't understand. That is one of the great works of literature of like the all time. That's a fantastic book. Alexander Dumas was one of the best writers ever, and you have Schwarzenegger and Jackie Chan making it into an action comedy. I don't understand what's happening in this world.
Whatever that sound was, go ahead and yeah.
That sounded like our producer was taking an angry shit in the background.
I mean,
if they with the Count of Monte Cristo, I'm going to Hollywood and losing my mind.
They've already done that. Don't you remember there was a guy? Was it Guy something? The guy from Memento was in Count of Monte Cristo a decade ago.
Are you taking the bus or the train up there?
Both.
that movie, The Count of Monte Cristo, that movie was actually pretty good. I actually liked that one.
That wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. At least.
What were your thoughts on the trailer, Mrs. Malice?
They should just stop making it now, and maybe burn the film, and maybe Jackie Chan and the governor should like say they never was a part of this, like just walk away, go their separate ways, pretend it never happened. Like, no, why? Please, no, stop it.
They're turning the Count of Monte Cristo, I'm sorry, they're turning the Man in the Iron Mask into Shanghai Nights 3.
Yeah,
stop.
I did it.
If Owen Wilson is there, then I'll go see it just to hear. Wow.
Yes,
wow.
Hear wow.
Here's what I kind of noticed. I was watching a little bit, and I don't know if you saw, but in some of those scenes, like the scenes on the Great Wall, it looked like there was some kind of advanced technology on the Great Wall. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I missed it. There were scenes on the Great Wall. Did I miss those?
Yeah,
because the Man in the Iron Mask happens nowhere near China.
Yeah. It looked like the Great Wall to me, unless I'm seeing something different. And if you guys are in the,
I was smoking at the time. I may not have seen everything.
Yeah, so if you guys in the cast or in the chat room there, if you saw this same preview, please let me know if I'm mistaken. But I could have swore it looked like the Great Wall of China was some kind of weird balloon technology crap on. I don't know. It threw me off just seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger in a red coat. Was
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Jackie Chan also in like a remake of Around the World in 80 Days? Maybe that's where the balloon thing comes from. They're just combining all the terrible shit. If there's a Turbo Man from Arnold Schwarzenegger's past in that movie, I will riot and tear down a movie screen.
I didn't know a trailer could be both high budget and low budget at the same time. And then I also thought that I accidentally clicked on the second trailer while I was watching it on my phone, because I do that from time to time. Because the way it started off, I'm like, oh, this is going to be like a weird slapstick buddy, like Escape from Alcatraz with Jackie Chan and the weirdest pairing ever with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then suddenly there's this like mystical dragon flying across my screen. And I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, I'm still watching the same trailer. And then all of a sudden there's like incense pot being thrown around and Arnold Schwarzenegger's doing a terrible accent. And I'm just like, I don't even know what the hell I just watched. I watched it 3 times and I still have no idea what the hell the movie's about.
And
it's the Man in the Iron Mask. It's Alexander Dumas, and this is why I failed at trying to emulate Super. That was goddamn brilliant.
that was supposed to be the Man in the Iron Mask?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
It's based off Alexander Dumas. Yes, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jackie Chan in The Man in the Iron Mask. I wish you guys, if you're just listening to the audio version, I wish you could see her face right now. She looks like life has just kicked her in the sternum. She has no idea what's happening.
I don't. That's
yeah.
That's just so weird. Like, could you have? I mean, if you wanted to go like, you look at this movie and you go like, Leonardo DiCaprio did this movie. How can we make
Shakespeare?
And he played 2 characters in that one.
He played 2 characters in that.
That movie is far better than whatever this garbage is.
Absolutely. I was about to say, it makes me want to watch that.
Yeah, I'd rather watch that.
Why are you pointing at your face? Because you definitely don't look like Leo.
He's angry face.
That's angry face. Okay.
That was our producer Jack Malice's angry face. But he was smiling during it.
I thought he was trying to do Leo's H.G. Wells.
I'm sorry, say that again, Super?
Oh, I said I love Jackie Chan, but I do feel like that they tried to like channel that slapstick buddy comedy. I didn't think you could get weirder than Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan in Shanghai Noon. And then this
hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Hold my incense pot. And just strap in for the ride.
So, what drugs is this director on, and the writers on?
Yes.
Are they taking
all of them?
Because they might as well make another Terminator movie and another Around the World in 80 Days or another Shanghai Noon or another Rush Hour movie, which I would die for.
I would love actually another Rush Hour movie.
I'd rather see that. Or even
I know Bad Boys for Life came back, made some serious dough, so they're going to be having another movie after that. So, but yeah, I am not. I don't.
Wait, are they gonna? They're gonna make another Bad Boys? Would it be Bad Boys for Afterlife? They're already done.
They're making another.
Oh no, I got you on that one.
Bad Boys movie though.
Bad Boys for that retirement home life. I mean,
Bad Boys Cocoon.
Oh Jesus! And that diabetes.
Oh no.
But yeah, I don't see myself seeing this movie. I mean, unless they throw out another trailer that gets my hopes on it. But I just, it doesn't.
That's a movie I'll watch on an airplane. That's it.
No,
that's
I don't even think
I watch to put me to sleep.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. Or torture somebody who's hanging out your house. Oh, you want to stay at my house? Hey, check out this movie. I'm gone.
Hey, Ken, when you coming over?
Not anytime soon, or until. Well, wait, I would come over beforehand, just as long as that movie's not out.
You want to go see it now? I want to go see it now just to know if literally in the trailer is that all that we get of Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and is it really
wait. First of all, who said they wanted to go see it? That's what I want to know. I didn't say I wanted to go see it.
I said I will not see it. That is an airplane movie 100%. In the chat room, Zell Geisler says, in the chat room, Zell Geisler says, well, the apocalypse can come now.
Well, I said it was a good falling asleep movie. That's the movie I'm going to pass out to.
You know what? I'll watch it when that Blu-ray is in the $4.99 bin at Walmart.
Is it even worth Blu-ray? Just regular DVD.
Well, by then everything will be Blu-ray.
Yeah,
so you know.
We'll watch it when it comes on one of the streaming services I'm already paying.
When it comes out on Hulu.
it might cost more to get it on DVD than it would on Blu-ray at that
I
point.
got 4 different options, guys. It can come on Hulu, it can come on Prime, Netflix, or HBO.
Disney
So-
Plus.
Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
Disney
It can
Plus.
come on Disney
Well,
Plus.
Yeah. So then let's see here. What was the other thing? So, there was a small sneak preview, a little quick splash that came out, 20-second video for Stranger Things 4.
Yay!
And for any of you who haven't seen it yet, it's probably rolling right now. If you're watching the flashback or the replay of this on YouTube, you get a scene in the middle of a cold area. The music kind of gives you this Euro kind of Russia feel to it, and you're just seeing these guys work on the train line, and then they zoom in or they come in on one big guy, and he turns around, and guess who it is? It's Hopper. Hopper is back for season 4, which I think
Looking
he thought
rough.
Oh, he got his. It looks like he's going to be kicking some ass with Black Widow, so he better be looking rough.
Yeah, he took down the big beard. He's not
Yeah.
wearing the red suit. Not speaking in a thick Russian accent, but it's Hopper. Hopper's back.
I do want to see that movie too. Oh my god.
Oh, that once again is a series as well, not a movie on Netflix. Or are you talking about Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to
Yeah.
see Stranger Things too. I want to see.
I thought we lost you there. I was like, whoa, she's gone. Bring her back. Bring her back. It was cool. I mean, I think that anyone who's watched that series from start to finish and like it a lot probably had that guess.
Which
that
is
he was
anybody
coming-
that's ever watched Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
probably
you
had
have
that.
Netflix, you've seen that.
Yeah, probably knew that he was coming back. I mean,
course.
it looked pretty. It looked like a good way to bring him back and teleport to Russia. That's how it looks like they're going to probably pull off or something. I don't know, like taking a whole.
Well, I mean, that was the theory, right? Like he disappeared through the wormhole thing at the end of season 3, and everybody pretty much assumed he got taken over through the Upside Down to Russia. So now we just kind of get confirmation of that. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So Super.
Yeah.
Your comments on the 20-second teaser for Stranger Things.
Did anyone get the vibe when they were going into it? Like, I kind of closed my eyes at first because I just wanted to listen to the music, and it sounded like that weird, creepy song when they were hacking ice and Frozen, the Frozen Heart song.
Can't say I watched it. Moving on.
It didn't give you anything, which I like, but I'm actually really pissed off because you spoiled the one spoil. I mean, obviously we all figured that Hopper wasn't dead, but like, why would you just blatantly just like put that out there? Let me get to that point. I wanted to be in suspense to find out where the hell he was, and you blew it with a 20-second trailer, dude. Like,
they're suspect.
Well, they had to do. I think they did it because they wanted to make sure people would come back to see the last season.
Okay, and that makes sense. Like, I get that. Like, you want to tease. But what I did like is that we don't know if he was the person that they showed in the last, the end of the last season, the American. There could be another American in the cells, so we don't know if he's the only one or whatnot. But clearly he's. What was he working on? Like a Russian chain gang?
Yeah, building a train line.
I felt very, oh brother, where art thou in Siberia?
Oh man! Now I want to hear him singing with the Dirty Bottom Boys.
Nice.
I am a man.
I see you are never allowed to do that again.
I will do that as often as I like, and you can't stop me.
It is your birthday. I'll give you that. Okay. The chat room is just going crazy right now. And
Chat room's popping off. You guys need to be here live. It's not only fun to listen to us, it's fun to talk to other people in the chat room.
Yeah, Iron Mask has Magic and Dragons. What? And then a bunch of other I can't even follow it. I've lost track of this stuff. You guys.
Well, a lot of it's talking about military stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I can't keep watching that. It's throwing me off. So we got our little teaser of that show. I just totally brain farted because I was watching this stupid thing. Stranger Things. There we go. Yes.
Where things come to life. Yeah. No, that's what we did.
And they are stranger
Things.
things. Oh man! Oh, going back really quick because we might as well just do this. If they're gonna do this Iron Mask movie, we should have probably had this cameo from Nick Cage.
Okay, I mean, he would have done it for $5. So I mean, he probably is in it, and I think he might have actually had a cameo in Around the World in 80 Days with Jackie Chan. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Somebody fact check me.
Possibly. All right, so there you go. So we got a couple more things to talk about. We've got a game that we're going to be doing here. I have found significant superhero couples. All right. Your job is to
Should you choose to accept it?
Yes. Your job, if you choose to accept it, is to pick their number one. Okay.
Like
so
their main significant other?
Their first one they mentioned, I'm calling it their number one couple.
Okay.
Now we're keeping it to superheroes, so nothing else. It's all superhero couples. It could be any couples you could think of, because I'm looking at this list here, and there's a lot of couples, plenty of couples, and I guarantee you're going to mention one or two of them. So, with that being said, putting you guys on the spot.
Plenty of Couples is a weird Irish superhero.
Yes, that's my name, my new band. Plenty of Couples. Now you actually have, we'll start with you, Miss Malice, because you will actually have someone, Mrs. Malice, excuse me, we'll have someone else there to help you out there, and I'll take their vote as well. You guys watching this live, please put it in the chat room. Who do you think is the number one superhero couple from this list? This is, where is this from? It's a list from this Newsarama. I see their stuff from time to time. They're pretty cool.
How current is the list? When did it come out? What's the dateline?
Is current as of May 6th of last year, so 2019. So not too far off, okay? So if you're in the chat room, please put in there what you think is the number one superhero couple without looking up the list, all right? But Mrs. Malice, we're going to start with you and Mr. Malice in the background there. What do you guys think is the number one superhero couple of all time? And I'm going to write down your answers. Go.
This one is fairly obvious, and clearly he's fishing for you to say it.
Is it?
It's Superman and Lois.
Lane, yeah.
But
of course,
Barry and Iris are better.
But see.
Okay, so hold on a sec.
Like, I know that's the number one, but I feel like from X-Men, I can't remember their names right now.
You don't take them all. Make one vote.
You gotta make one vote.
It would be Superman and Lois Lane would be the number one.
Oh yeah, you say Superman and Lois Lane. Okay.
Barry and Iris.
Can I stop you on that? I'm gonna let you re-guess this again because Lois Lane was not a superhero.
Oh, that's our superhero couple.
Superhero couples. All right.
Yeah, see, so it would be
so two superheroes together.
Two superheroes, super villains, super anything like that. What do you think is their top couple? We're still with Mrs. Malice.
Harley Quinn and Joker.
Okay, Harley and Joker. Okay. Mr. Malice, since you're there, what do you think is the number one couple?
Barry and Iris.
Mary and Iris.
Barry
and Iris.
Iris is not a superhero.
Yes, she was. She became a superhero. She became the Flash.
She was a superhero for like an episode.
I think it was actually a season, wasn't it?
I
haven't even watched
No, that was his daughter.
Okay. Comic books. All right. Okay, so Super, you're joining us in. I've been letting you know what it is, and I'm going to go to IC's answer. But we are looking for the top superhero couple. Okay,
and they both have to be superheroes.
They have to be superheroes or supervillains, either or. Okay, so IC, what is your answer?
Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
How about?
Wait.
Really quick, you got the Cyclops and Jean Grey.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking
of. Okay, so hold on a sec. So wait a sec. Miss Malice has Harley and Joker. Are you changing from Barry and Iris to?
Yeah, that's fine.
What was it again?
Cyclops and Jean Grey.
Cyclops and Jean Grey. Okay, got it. All right, I'll give you that one because the other one was a little off. Yeah. All right. We got Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. Okay. Let's see here. Super. Do you have an idea
of who the top are we going movies or television?
No,
just in general.
Genre superhero couple. Now, what we mean? No Superman and Lois Lane because Lois Lane was not a superhero.
Yeah, so no Captain America either.
And also no Spider-Man and Mary Jane because otherwise that would be the clear number 2 answer.
Yeah, because she's not a superhero either. But you've got in the just going off recent movies. I mean, you've got Tony Stark and Pepper Potts. I mean, because she wore the suit.
That's true. She's been in the suit a handful of times.
But now just think, because you're jumping in late. This is the top superhero couple of all time.
Top superhero couple of all time. Okay.
Well, she was evac in the comics.
How's the chat room doing? What kind of suggestions they have there?
So actually, the chat room is actually popping off right now. Kayla Lesta said, "Mr. and Mrs. Incredible all day, dude. Yeah. They made 3 dope ass super kids. They gotta be number 1." Okay. Also, Ruru2 agrees with me. Sue Storm and Reed Richard, which is who Mr. Fantastic is. Josh Callis says Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's a great guess. I like that. Yeah. So.
Okay.
If you keep going with Jack Malice's X-Men vein, you've got Gambit and Rogue. Love them.
That's a good one. Well, you want to go with that one?
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Okay.
Pepper Potts was evac in the comic books.
Correct. Oh man, we're even seeing our producer Jack Malice on cast. What's happening right now?
Oh man, this is history in the making for all you watching this live.
It's the first time he's been on camera in like 3 years.
I think it was ever since they decided to pick up this schmuck right here, Invader, that he decided to take the back seat because he didn't need to be on TV all the time. They had my dopey face to take care of that for him.
He had a better beard, so I had to let it go.
That's true. I go with that on that one. Okay. All right. Do we have any other suggestions? I like that Gambit and Rogue one. Any other from the chat room?
I mean, there's nothing else from the chat room. As much as I like the Jean Grey and Cyclops thing, I like Wolverine and Jean Grey better.
Okay. All right. So here you go. Here is the list. It's 12 of them, or excuse me, 11 of them, and I'm going to start at number 11 and work my way back.
Wait. There's one that's really creepy that you could throw in there.
What?
That was a couple for a while, and that would be Scarlet Witch and what was the guy's name? Silver.
Scarlet Witch and who?
Silver. The other one.
Silver Surfer.
No,
Silver. Quicksilver. Quicksilver's her brother.
No, that's her brother.
Her brother, but they were a couple in one series, and that's what makes it creepy.
Oh, weird.
I thought you were going to say Vision.
Actually, yeah, Scarlet Witch and Vision's a good guess as well.
All right. So here we go. So we got Mrs. Malice going with Harley Quinn and Joker. Mr. Malice going with Cyclops and Jean Grey. IC going with Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. Super going with Gambit and Rogue. Your buddy Callie, I guess it is Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. Josh is going with Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Ruru2 is also going with Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. So here we go. Let's see how you guys' nerd knowledge is. Number 11 is An Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic. So they came in at number
11?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
At least on the list.
Okay. Number 10, Batman and Catwoman.
Oh.
Nice. That was going to be another guess of mine, but I didn't think it would be that high.
All right. Yeah.
Because not a lot of people consider Catwoman a superhero. So.
Well, superhero or villain. That's what I said. Superhero or villain. Yeah, you can either or. So.
Okay.
All right. What?
And, well, interesting little point brought up. Like Kayla in the chat says, well, Joker doesn't count with Joker and Harley Quinn because Joker doesn't have superpowers. Technically, neither does Batman.
Yeah, no. They're super villains or superheroes.
No. Batman has the greatest superpower of all time. It's the same superpower.
Money.
That Iron Man has.
Money.
Okay, yeah. And Joker apparently has the same superpower because that dude comes up with some crazy ass contraption.
Joker has the superpower of not giving a shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's Ultra Saiyan.
Nuts.
He's Ultra
All
Saiyan.
right.
He's super.
All right,
sweet.
so number 9, Scarlet Witch and the Vision.
Oh, that made no.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Number 8, Gambit and Rogue.
Nice.
Nice.
Now here's one I didn't even think about this. I didn't look at the whole list, but we were close. Number 7, Cyclops and Emma Frost.
Yeah,
See, I didn't think about that one.
short-lived. That didn't last very long.
But that was a significant couple. That was
Yes,
a
it
power
was,
couple
but it
right
only
there. Yeah.
lasted, what, like, I don't know, 15, 20 comics?
I can't remember exactly, but that was a significant run though. That was like holy crap. All right, next one.
Is Deadpool and his various paramours in there?
Well,
Okay,
I'm
Deadpool
getting the
and
number.
the unicorn. There you go.
I'm getting the number 6. Here we go. Black Canary and Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That's a
All
good one,
right.
too.
I get that.
Number White Canary.
Yeah. All right. Number 5, Midnighter and Apollo. That's an
I don't
interesting
know
one.
that at all.
Older, back in '88, and they're part of the new 52, which I haven't gotten into yet. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, no, 52 is new. That's not 88, man.
Well, no, I said they started '88, but then they're part of the new 52.
Yeah, okay.
All
They
right.
did reboot the whole relationship in the new 52.
Probably so. Yeah. All right.
Real quick before we finish the list, real quick.
Yeah.
Zelgeisler in the channel says, "Did Hulk and Black Widow ever officially get together?"
I don't
know,
think
Because that's
No.
in the Avengers movies. That's a good couple.
Okay, but
That's only
Zelgeisler,
movies.
if you got time, sneak a couple in there, man. Sneak them in there. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Number 4, Colossus and Kitty Pryde.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be lower on the list. I like the couple, but yeah.
Okay. Number 3, and I think I will give it to who is it? Josh, Hank Pym and the Wasp. So
Nice. Wait,
yeah,
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Nice.
yeah. So he got number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hank is the Wasp's father, isn't
In
it?
the movies,
Well,
but
in
not
the
Yeah,
comics,
movie.
in the
Yeah.
comics, he's the actual Wasp.
Yeah. Hank Pym's the
Or
actual Ant-Man.
actual Ant-Man.
But
Yeah.
but we really don't even want to talk about that couple because if you read the comics, they go into a really weird offshoot, and I don't want to talk about it. We'll leave it alone.
So number 2, Superman and Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's only number
That-
They were a
2.
couple?
Yeah,
I thought that was just some jokes.
There you
In the
go. That's in the new 52. There are a couple definitely in that one, but I know that in the older comic books there was some playing around there a little bit, little action.
Wasn't there a
There.
love triangle between him, Batman, and Wonder Woman?
I think they tried to play that off, yeah, but I think ultimately the reason why they had Wonder Woman hook up with Superman because I think it was the only person that could actually.
Hey, before you throw out number 1.
Yeah, Ruru.
Ruru 2,
Yeah.
Spider-Man and the Black Cat.
Oh, I was thinking.
Oh, good
That's
one. I like that
Yeah.
one. All right, spot Ruru 2 throws it. All right, cool. That's a good couple. However, the number 1 couple, Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hart.
Neither of whom are supers. They're not supers.
How is that the number? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, they are one of the most disgusting couples of all times. They're like the worst couple of all time. They are like the thing that you never ever want to emulate over time. Like that is like the worst.
The
choice.
most dysfunctional.
They're the most active and most prevalent in pop culture right
Yeah.
now, so people know.
Okay,
them.
well that
And
makes
that's
sense.
why they're
then,
number
But
one,
yeah,
yeah.
But-
that's fine.
Well,
That's
keep in
like
mind
the-
this list came out in May of last year.
Yeah, this list came out May of last year, so
okay.
there was
So
no.
the Suicide Squad in that scene. That is another reason why that probably bumped
Sui-
that up to number 1.
Well,
Going back-
Suicide Squad had already been terrible
it
by
was
then.
way out of
yeah,
the
it's a terrible
picture.
movie, but still.
Going back to Hank Pym and the Ant-Man or the Wasp, the reason that's a bad couple is the whole comic line where they discuss their entire marriage. Hank Pym became a alcoholic and an abusive husband and beat his wife, and they did a whole.
Well, yeah, it was the 70s. That was just a normal couple then.
Yeah.
No, that was in the 90s, and they were going against domestic violence and all that stuff. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. It's a bad storyline, and it was just bad. It made the Ant-Man and the Wasp comic just die.
Yeah.
God.
In the chat room, Kaylee Lesta says Joker and Harley Quinn is not even a real couple. It's like Harley being a slave and Joker brainwashing her.
Exactly.
You know what though, and I kind of see where they're going with that though, because when you really think about it, when it's all said and done, when you look at all these other relationships, that was the one I think relationship in all the comic books that, regardless of how screwed up it was
They were true to each other.
It was consistently talked about. They were true to each other, regardless of how jacked up it was. I mean, that was a strong couple, and they were
like Mickey and Mallory in Natural Born Killers.
They were a Mickey and Mallory couple.
Super, help me out here. Because you've only ever watched the show, but I've read the comics.
Yeah.
Barry and Iris, through all the comics and through through the show,
I would agree.
They're a strong couple that have been supportive of each other over and over and over again. The best couple in
Dude,
comic books.
Well, so
but now,
Jean Grey.
hold on a sec. But now, okay, but understand though, and here's the thing. I think with the fact that Iris wasn't a superhero for a couple episodes or whatever, and that's about it, kind of thing.
In the comics, she was a hero for a while.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly frank, and this is probably just me not probably deep into the comics like that. I don't recall it. I do know that everybody on that list, every relationship on that list, I've seen it in many different genres. And I do have to tend to agree with the list that Harley Quinn and Joker is that one, if you want to call it villain or superhero couple, that you can think about right off the bat. People don't remember Superman and Wonder Woman as much because that's more recent versus.
Yeah, no. What was everybody's first answer? Was Superman and Lois before we knew it was.
And that's where I said, because if you took the villain thing off or hero thing off and just said couple, everyone would say Superman and Lois Lane because that is the ultimate couple.
Iconic.
So yeah.
Followed by Iron Man and Penny.
No, I would say Spider-Man and Mary Jane.
Yeah, I would agree with Superman.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Mary Jane would be my number 2. Absolutely.
That would be the number 2. Absolutely.
I'm
actually surprised none of us thought of Daredevil and Elektra.
Yeah.
I would put that at like number 7.
I know it's number 1.
Because
I'm just surprised no one threw it out.
Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely.
I want to say Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner buried that one.
Yeah, they did. They tainted it hard.
The most recent with Matt Cox and whoever the other chick was.
Yeah, that was a great version, but like Affleck and Garner ruined the image of those two so hard that it's hard to even think.
Wait. I don't know if Jennifer Garner ruined the image because I thought it was pretty.
Well, not the
nice.
image, but she was good to look. I mean, it was Alias quality Jennifer Garner, but the writing was so terrible.
To not make this thing run any longer, I did want to throw this last thing out there. Somebody's got to talk about this.
We need to talk.
You talking to me?
Oh my God! Who told you?
Have you told anyone else about this?
What you talking about?
Look who's talking.
NASA has put out a video. Okay. Do you have the right stuff? Would you like to go to the moon? NASA's looking for a few good astronauts. And Malice, I heard there's one way
must be American.
They're planning on going back to the moon, and they're looking for astronauts. So IC, are you gonna apply?
Hell no. Dude, I can't run a mile right now. I got a bad ankle. I'm not in the right shape. You want to send me to Mars? I'll take a 4-month journey to never come back, sure. But I'm not going to the moon. I'm just sad that it's been 50 years since we've been to the moon. Like, reading that article, I was like, oh, God, we got there and then we just stopped.
I could probably tell you why.
Because we lost funding?
Well, there's really not much on the moon right now, dude, and they weren't planning on
you can do
putting
a lot of experimentation, but I guess, you can do all the same experimentation on the International Space Station that you could do on the moon.
Exactly.
They didn't have all the technology to do what they wanted to do, which build like little city on there, probably. That's probably
not only that.
Yeah, we all science fiction from the 50s all had us envisioning a city in a bubble on the moon, and that's clearly not going to happen.
Yep.
So.
I think Dr. Evil scared him off with his. Oh, there you go. Go for it.
Oh, Jack Malice wants in on this.
The richest energy source that we know of on the moon, H3, but mining it and getting it back to Earth and using it as an energy source would be cost prohibitive at this point. But, helium-3 is supposed to be the richest form of energy that we know of, and it's supposed to be extremely abundant on the moon. Just saying.
All right, so mining would be an actual good reason to go there. Like mineral resource gathering, absolutely. Kaylee Lesta in the chat room says, "I don't want to go to the moon. I can't play League of Legends there." And and Josh Callis says, "There's no reason to go there after Cold War. Cold War drives war in general drives all technology, and yeah, but we've been at war technically for like 18 years, so."
I mean, I could just jump on a
just not with
trampoline,
somebody competitive.
feel like I'm bouncing on the moon, so I'm all good.
Oh yeah, it would be worth it to go just for the bouncy feeling.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't have a kid and anything holding me down, I would consider it. But then I already know that they wouldn't take me because, let's just be perfectly frank, my astronaut dreams were shot down at 10 years old because I knew I was going to be taller than 5'8". So
I'm still in.
Yes.
Is that a requirement that you have to be 5'8"?
Back in the day it was, but here's what the requirements are right now. Okay, so if you want to, okay, let's see. So, okay, we're not worried about that. A science background is another key requirement. New recruits are expected to hold a master's degree in a science or math subject, including engineering, biological science, physical science, computer science, or mathematics.
Or be a test pilot.
Qualified medical doctors or people who have completed a nationally recognized test pilot program might also apply. And let me see. The first requirement to join NASA is American citizenship, although dual nationals are eligible to apply. So you have to be a citizen of the United States or a dual citizen, and then you have to be a science geek.
Well, me and IC are good. We both fit that, but I think they only need one comm specialist on the burger.
How much does it pay?
There is, I will say there is no pay in there. Let's see here. Let's see.
I mean, how much money do you need on the moon, honestly?
I mean, from my family. How much money is my family going to get if I go to the moon? How much money can I produce for my family if I go to the moon as a job? Because technically it's a job.
Okay, if your family gets paid, I get that, yeah.
Okay, so here's
if I go to the moon, if my family gets a couple mil, yeah, I'll do it.
Exactly.
Here's another thing. An education is not only the thing, you also have to be 2 years related professional experience or minimum of 1,000 hours of flying time as a lead pilot in a jet aircraft are also required.
Well, I guess I'm unqualified. That's why I'm not going to the moon, because I don't have the flying time. That's why.
Wait. Do you have to be flying the aircraft or just be in the plane?
You have to be
if it's just being in a plane, I'm good.
You have to be a lead pilot.
Oh, yeah. No way.
I guess we're all out.
Yeah. I got a couple 100,000 hours in the aircraft, but I've never flown them.
Yeah, if it's just airline time, I'm good.
I'm talking C-130 and Chinook time, so I was like, I'm good.
Kaylee Lesta says he flew and crashed plenty of jets in GTA 5.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I've flown many amounts in World of Warcraft.
I was about to say, does the Star Wars simulators back in the 80s count, or Top Gun on Super Nintendo? Because I was crushing it.
Star Fox, yes.
Star Fox. What
TIE
about
Fighter,
Star
man.
Fox?
Barrel roll.
Nope. I agree with Jack Callis. TIE Fighter or X-Wing would qualify, I think.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I would say Star Fox too, because it's
I will say this: if you do get accepted, please let NASA know to thank Malice Corp and the All Nerd.
Well, if you get accepted and you're hearing this, let us know and come on our podcast.
Please, that would be phenomenal. Let's thank Malice-Corp for allowing us to do this. Thank you guys so much. Where can we follow everybody on this cast? IC, where can they follow you?
At IC Zorro on Instagram, Twitter, PlayStation Network. It's no longer my birthday now. Here where I am. So.
Happy belated
Yay.
And you can find him at farmersonly.com.
Yeah. You know what? I might sign up for that. That might not. I live in Georgia now. I might sign up for farmersonly.com. Who knows?
Not a sponsor.
You just broke my stomach.
Oh shit. Super, where can they follow you?
I mean, farmersonly.com can't be any worse.
I want you to give your farmersonly.com profile that right now because you said farmersonly.com first. God damn it.
I mean, it has to be better than ChristianSinglesReadyToMingle.com. I mean, let's say.
I think it's just called Christian Mingle.
Once again, not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. But anyways, you can follow me on Twitter at SuperHoovianNut or on Instagram at SuperHoovianFreak. And I'm heading to Vegas Con soon, so I'm going to have a lot of updates for you. This is going to be the first Supernatural convention. First off, I think this year, and then second, it's going to be the first one that they have after they wrap up filming. So it's going to really suck.
Oh, that's going to hurt. There's going to be so much crying.
It was bad last year because it was the first convention after they announced the finale, the final season, which sucked like hardcore. This is going to suck even more like hardcore. I'm already getting emotional. It sucks. Move on.
Zell Geisler in the chat real quick says, you don't have to be lonely at farmers.com.
Damn. I hate to say this, but I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, what the hell is wrong with this world that you have to do that now?
I got a question.
Yes.
So, Super.
Yeah.
At the Supernatural conference or convention.
Yeah.
It's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas. Yeah.
So, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Yep.
Farmersmarket.com.
Farmers Market?
Moving on. Going on. Just my joke. Let's go.
God, I can't wait to see this episode at the end of the year for the retake.
Oh, God, I can't wait for the outtakes.
Yes. Mrs. Malice, where can these fine people follow you?
In a galaxy far, far away. No, you can follow me on Mrs. Malice on Twitter, Mrs. Malice 4134.
And since we have
Jesus, there were 4,133 other Mrs. Mouse there?
No, that's just the number I chose. I chose that number.
There you go. Mr. Malice, where can we follow you, sir?
At Jack Malice on Twitter. But more importantly, if you're on Facebook, we have this great Facebook group where all you guys are constantly throwing shit posts, funny stuff, constantly making fun of me. Most importantly, making fun of Mest. That's the most important thing. Making fun of Mest. Jump in there. Come in there, make comments on the shit post, have fun, and again, most importantly...
Bring us all your memes.
Yeah, bring all the memes. Most importantly, make fun of Mest.
And as one of my other favorite podcasts says, it's a closed group, but we'll let you in.
No, it's an open group, but you have to make fun of Mest.
So the other thing is, before I throw my stuff out there, make sure that if you are following us, that you or that you're watching us, you follow us on Twitch, pull us up on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, follow us all these spots. If you're also a member of Amazon Prime, while you're on Twitch, follow us because that's a free subscription to you. And as added bonus, that's going to help us out a little bit because you know what, we could use some upgrades here and there. So follow us there. It's nice. It's free to you.
In the chat, Josh Callis says the Facebook page is mad fun.
Yes. Added bonus from the
I agree. I enjoy talking to people on there.
You can follow me at Masonic Vader on PlayStation and Masonic Vader 71 on Twitter. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. This has been a fun cast. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day if you're on the East Coast. And if you're on the West Coast, it's just starting. So make sure you put the music down low, throw the Barry White on, and then start playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then
No.
and then in the middle of everything, start playing one of our old casts just so you can laugh during the whole thing. It's awesome. Happy belated birthday. Well, since he's on the East Coast, happy birthday yesterday to Mr. IC. Congratulations on making it another year. Happy Valentine's to everybody else. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys stay nerdy. Take care.
Peace.
Love y'all.